Hey, what's up guys? I'm here with yet another Ubuntu customization tutorial. And today I'm going to go over what programs you need, what other, programs you need to customize your desktop to make it feel and give that, you know, priceless Ubuntu feel. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start. First, you're going to go to google.com and you're going to Google a program called Ubuntu Tweak. You're going to go to the first link you see, obviously, and you're going to click download. You're going to download that file, and once it is downloaded and you installed it, you're going to go to, and you should, I'm not going to click it now because I already have it, but download it now. And once you do that, you're going to go up here to Applications, System Tools, and it will create that palette for you, and go to Ubuntu Tweak. It's going to open up, and from what you can see, you have a pretty simple interface here. The first thing, they have the Application Center where you can go and you can look at some of the things they let you download, almost parallel to the Ubuntu Software Center itself. But these are usually, a bit more known and a bit more stable. You can also go to the package cleaner. They have some other things that you can mess around with in here. But today we're just going to skip to the desktop feature. So you're going to look underneath this desktop thing and you're going to go to Compose settings. Now when you see it, it's only going to have the option for you to install Compose, advanced Compose settings or desktop effects. You're going to go ahead and click that and install it. Once you do that, yours should look something like what I have up here, except maybe white because I changed my interface a little bit. And at the bottom it'll have two more boxes down here that says install Simple Compose Desktop Effects Settings Manager and install Screenlets Widget Application. You're going to click and check those and install those as well. You're going to need them in the future as I go over this interface thing. These are pretty much the immediate ones they have up here now. Enable snapping windows, enable wobbly windows, transparent menus, just the minor things. And up here they have options for you to change where if you mouse over, it shows you if you mouse to the top left corner, this is the top left corner, it'll show your workspaces because that's what I have it on. Or it can show the windows, which I don't have that many of. Show your windows like that. Or you could switch it over to show your desktop if you just want to get everything out of the way. So, and then you can program it to different corners, so I can have my show desktop at the top, and then at the bottom left corner I can have show workspaces. So I'm just going to put those to nothing. Well, maybe I'll keep show workspaces at the bottom left. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so if you've installed all three of these, you should have some new icons inside of your system menu. You're going to go to System, go to Preferences, and you're going to see Compose Config Settings Manager. If you don't, reboot your computer and check this again. So you're going to see a Compose Config Settings Manager and a Simple Compose Config Settings Manager. We're going to go over the simple first because it's length of the video probably better for simplicity reasons. And you can see right here they give you a little bit of info of what I have checked. I have my accessibility, zoom, and a few other things. If you go to the animations tab, they have different ways you can make your windows animate. Like mine, I have set to when the window opens, it's set to sidekick. So when you see a window open, it's going to kind of flip in there. See how it does that there? And I have my close window set to dream, so it kind of waves out of there. Kind of weird, but I like it. And it also has focus window. So pretty much what focus window does is it just kind of animates the way your windows focus on each other. So you see how when I click another window, it'll flip, kind of dodge away, dodge out of the way of the other window that I have selected. So, and you can switch that too. They have about 3. You can switch it to fade, which is just the normal fade, or you can go to wave, which kind of like flips it, sends a wave through the window, which is pretty cool. I like that as well. But I'll keep dodge for now. When the minimize, you can change the way they minimize. You can change the way they open up. I can set it to random or curved fold. So if I open up another window, let's go here. See how it kind of folds out and expands in there. So you can play around with those, and whatever you find fun, or whatever floats your boat, you can put on those settings. The effects tab, this is the switcher. Pretty much what it is if you hold the super key or your Windows key and hit tab, the Alt key and hit tab, it'll let you switch through your open applications in the 3D kind of way. Now, by default, it's set to the regular static application switcher, which is pretty boring. It's just switches between, applications. But they have some more settings, like the flip setting, which will, kind of give you that Windows 7 feel, or just regular application switcher. Looks pretty awesome. Or the ring switcher. Cover. What do I have on? Flip. Cover. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is. These are cube effects, and that's only if you have your cube effects running. I'll show you how to do that later. But right now, these are just cube effects that you can change. Here, okay, this is the desktop cube. By default, when you open this up, you'll see it on desktop wall. Go to appearance and switch to desktop cube. Now, once you've done that, the way you switch around in the cube is pretty much, if you have a middle mouse button, if you don't, please go get one. But if you have a middle mouse button, you can middle mouse click anywhere inside of your desktop, hold it down, and once you start moving your mouse, it'll let you rotate around your cube, which is really convenient. Instead of having to hit Alt and then Control and then flip like that, or certain things. But that's pretty much what happens. You can also change how many desktop columns you have. I have just changed it to 6, so you can see now that I have 6 corners. I'm sorry, 6 corners and 6 workspaces. So, if you don't want just 4, or you want, maybe you only want 1 workspace, or just 2, where you can, flip around on each side, which I thought was like the best one. Even though I usually use more than 1, so I keep it at 4. But if you want a cube, if you don't want a cube, you can have a, dodecahedron or something. But anyway, desktop rows. This also changes the desktop rows. See how many rows I have, so it just multiplies that by however many, and each row has a cube. So if I click this one and I look around, there's nothing on any of them. So it's pretty awesome. Some really awesome workspace kind of things that you can do here. Just mess around with it on your own time. Okay, accessibility, I have the zoom enabled, so if you hold down your Windows key and use your mouse roller to roll up, it'll zoom in your whole window, and you can move around and everything looks magnified. If you hold down the Windows key or super key and you hit shift, it'll give, and you roll your mouse up, it'll give you a window to zoom into, which is really convenient if you're doing video tutorials such as this and your video compression is super huge. Hopefully I won't have those problems here. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Edges, this just, you can program your edges, even the corners and the tops and the bottoms now, to do certain things. You can, make it, switch windows, window groups, just a lot of things. Mess around with them on your own time. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so actually I'm going to show you how to do a few other things. Alright, so as you can see, if I go here and I have this Compose Fusion icon, it gives you a general set of things that you can do. You can open up any other theme managers that you may have installed, and I'll show you the Emerald theme manager and how to install that. Just a few things that you can do here. So we're going to go into Applications, and we're going to go to Ubuntu Software Center. And once this opens up, alright, and as you can see, we have the Software Center opened up for Ubuntu 10.10, and we're going to type in Compose. And you're going to see, if you type that in, most likely it's going to be one of the first on the list. But type in Compose Fusion, download that, and when you right click on it, you can have a few options here. You can change your rendering and binding, which makes your computer run smoother as far as the graphics go. You can change what window manager you want to use, if you have more than one, and pretty much just general settings, but it makes it easier to get around in the window editor. Also, you saw I had in the thing, it had an Emerald manager. So what we're going to do is we're going to look up, you're going to type in Emerald in your Ubuntu Software Center search, and you should see this. You download that, and you can switch your window decorator. Let me open this back up. And so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Select Window Decorator, and I'm going to go to Emerald. And once you see that, you're going to see I have a nice little window editor, window theme here. It's kind of like a Mac OS X kind of thing going on. And you can download more of these at ubuntulook.org or ubuntuart.com if you want to look for more themes and windows and things like that. So pretty much for now, that's it. If you have any comments or questions, post them below. By the way, if you install the Emerald theme manager and you don't see it in here, just reboot your computer, and it should come up the next time you open your Compose Fusion icon. Alright, that's going to end this video, and I will see you guys next time.